The village pub should be the focal point of the village. You know, I know we've got a nice village hall, etc., etc. And what I like to think that the ladies of the village can come in here and feel safe and have a drink and have some lunch. I mean, we have a great mix of customers here. You know, the average age of my customers, I think, would be from about 30 upwards. And everybody is concerned about village life and concerned about what goes on. And we do have a strong local community spirit here. I mean, one of the local charities we raise money for is the Headway Head Injury charity, which is based at Stoke Mandeville. And one of my customers who comes in, she's a voluntary nurse there. So this year we raise money for those. And you know, and any other local charities, you know, we can raise money for along the line, you know, we will try and help. Well, the trade, the lunchtime trade, you know, tends to be the majority of people eating. The early afternoon trade, these guys that, you know, work early, finish early, and they like to pop in for a few beers before they go home. And then we get the, you know, what I call the early doors, early evening crowd that come in, they sit round, have their few pints and go home. Then you have diners come in, and then the pub completely changes round again at 9 o'clock at night, because you get another set of people in, and at 10 o'clock you get another set of people in. But it's not just here. I mean, it's the same in virtually every community pub in the country. You get different sets of people in at different times. And funny enough, if some of the late crowd came in at lunchtime, they wouldn't know the lunchtime people, although they both drink in the pub 7 days a week. When the small brewers owned the pubs, i.e. this was owned by Wellers of Amersham, then Benskins purchased it. I mean, in the old days, you know, the family brewers weren't interested so much in commercial market rents. All they were interested in was that you sold their beer and plenty of it, which was the case. Nowadays, the majority of the big brewers, well, I say big brewers, they're not brewers now, they're just, you know, they're virtually property companies. It's all commercial markets, and to survive on beer alone would be impossible. You know, I'm very, very fortunate because I've got a brilliant beer trade, but you know, we wouldn't survive without the food trade. Well, I'm very passionate that every village pub should have a flagpole and fly the cross of St George. I mean, you don't see it in village halls now. You see it at the church, fly the cross of St George, but I think the village pub, being a focal point of the community, should fly the cross of St George. We asked the vicar to bless the flag because I was doing a bit of research on it, and one of my customers said, well, it is tradition for the vicar to bless the flag. And I spoke to the vicar, and he said he'd love to do it. And he came down one Sunday afternoon and blessed the flag and raised the flag, and it was a very nice ceremony, and everybody thoroughly enjoyed it. Well, the Morris men are a wonderful bunch of people, really are. But part of the old English countryside tradition. They come along and they dance and bang their sticks and have a damn good time, and they drink copious draughts of beer. Bless them. No, it's great. It's English heritage. It's tradition, and we should never ever lose those traditions. If we do, it'll be a sad day. But the village pub with the roaring fire going on a winter's evening, people sat around talking, that to me is village life.